Can you tell me about how Tezos is, innovating the Web3 ecosystem, and what is your strongest unique points?
If you look at it, Tezos right now, the way we look at our blockchain is we are able to upgrade on our own seamlessly without disruption. In other words, it's a forkless upgrade. And if you look at the gaming aspect, the whole landscape for game developers, for players, it basically means that whenever there's changes done on the chain itself, there's not going to be any downtime, for the game players and also the developers. And in other words, longer play time, no downtime means more revenue, and developers will then love it when they be on Tezos blockchain.
Yeah, sounds futuristic, upgrading itself. So PARSIQ, right? Tell me about your project's most strongest features and how is it really innovating the Web3 infrastructure space?
That's a really good question, Hikaru. So PARSIQ, we are a blockchain data indexer. And I guess our strongest features is really the full customizability of it. How are we actually solving the problems in this space? So right now, if you're trying to build something on blockchain and you're getting all sorts of different data solution providers giving you data from all over the place, there is always that last mile that you need to process in order to get exactly what you want. We fully eliminate this last mile and we give it to you in the fastest way possible by allowing you to actually have fully customizable inputs and outputs. So you just get exactly what you want and you get straight into building. You don't actually need to look at it from the data standpoint. That's really what we're trying to do here.
Okay, very excited to have Klaytn here. So guess what, the blockchain space, right, it's really competitive now with so many layer 1s and 2s coming in. And Klaytn, you guys haven't been for a while. If you can summarize, what is your strongest unique points and how is it really innovating this current Web3 industry?
We also have account abstraction and gas fee delegation since 2019.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so things like that. So even all of our current Web3 games, most of them you can get on board simply by installing the game, linking it to your Google account, play. That's it. No gas fees, no tokens to buy, none of that stuff.
Gotcha. So it seems like a very frictionless user experience for the end user.
Because end of the day, user experience is king. If it's horrible to use, people will just fall back to the Web 2 version.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So bear market, right? Developers are building more meaningful products. Tell me about Tezos' most exciting new features or upcoming developments, that's supporting the growth of these new D apps.
So if you look at it right now, Tezos, our testnet for EVM compatibility is live, and also to onboard users from Web2 phase, we actually embrace, social lock-ins to allow, Web2 users to come into Web3 space in convenience and to basically ease their user journey.
Yeah, user experience so important, right?
It's always important that way.
We are really looking at on-chain delivery of data, and that's something that I think right now, when you're looking at on-chain data and you're trying to consume it as it is, most of the solutions take it off-chain for you and they pump it to you behind the scenes. What we're really trying to do is go down to the code of it, go down the smart contract of it, and do something from there.
Brilliant. What do you think are the hottest trends, that will define the next major influx of projects and adoption coming into Web3?
I personally believe that NFT will remain one of the hottest trends. If you look at the whole landscape right now, gaming, is definitely one of the key pillars. But if you look at other brand aspects, Web2 brands, Charles & Keith, Tiffany & Co, and many other brands, Samsung and all, have all entered the Web3 landscape. Subtly, they're looking to grow their brand awareness, introducing utilities to NFTs, tying back to their products itself.
I think going into the next bull market, quite a few technologies that were introduced in the previous bull market will probably come to maturation, and we'll try to start to see the real actual use cases for it coming out. Obviously, in the previous bull market, NFTs were the big hit, but the actual utility of it wasn't very strong. I think going into the next bull market, that bit where NFTs actually, people viewing it less of the fanciful stuff that were in the bull market, but more as it as a key. I think that is something that will probably drive a lot of the new innovations going down the road. There's a lot of other stuff going on in Web3 gaming, which probably turns into more of a Web 2.5 gaming as well. I'm personally really interested in that. Yeah. That's also another trend I'm interested too.
What we believe the future of crypto is that will drive the next bull market is the adoption of real-world assets and services. Of course, crypto's always had this common criticism that it is its own bubble. You know, you have a chain. What's on the chain? DeFi.
Yeah.
And what are people doing on DeFi? They're just trading virtual tokens that have no real value. So right now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring real value into the crypto ecosystem. So that way, you know, people want to trade gold. You know, regular people, they want gold, they want real estate, they want US Treasury bonds.